The parking garage is empty. Level 3. Concrete pillars, flickering fluorescent lights. The kind of place where sound echoes and nobody hears you scream. Marcus Chen stands beside his 12-year-old daughter Lily. They're waiting for the bus. The shelter is broken. Rain drips through the gaps. Marcus's security uniform is damp. Third shift just ended. 6 hours of standing, watching doors, being invisible. His feet ache. His daughter leans against him, half asleep. Her backpack is patched with duct tape. She has a science project due tomorrow. They stayed up late building a model solar system. Jupiter's moons are made from foam balls. Marcus found in a dumpster behind the craft store. Lily yawns. "Daddy, can we get breakfast?" Marcus checks his phone. $17 in his account. Rent is due in 4 days. He has $180 saved. Rent is $900. "We have eggs at home, sweetheart." "Okay." She doesn't complain. She never complains. That's when Marcus sees them. 3 teenagers, late teens, early 20s maybe, moving through the parking garage like they own it, laughing. One of them kicks a trash can. It clatters across the concrete. They're hunting. Marcus can tell. 30 years of living in rough neighborhoods teaches you to recognize predators. Then he sees the 4th person, a boy, maybe 13, 14, expensive jacket, designer sneakers, backpack that costs more than Marcus makes in a month. The boy is walking fast, head down, trying to be invisible. The 3 teenagers see him too. If you're enjoying this story so far, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. Drop a comment telling me where in the world you're watching from. I love hearing from you. "Yo, rich boy!" The kid freezes. "Where are you going so fast?" The boy doesn't answer. He keeps walking. The teenagers spread out, cutting off escape routes. Marcus knows this pattern. He's seen it 100 times. Mugging, maybe worse. Lily tugs his sleeve. "Daddy, those boys?" "I see them, baby." The smart thing would be to look away. Mind his business. Get Lily on the bus. Go home. Make eggs. Sleep for 4 hours before his afternoon shift at the warehouse starts. But Marcus sees the boy's face now. Terror. Pure terror. The kind of fear that leaves scars. The teenagers circle closer. "Nice shoes. What are those, Jordans?" "Please," the boy whispers, "just leave me alone." "Just leave me alone," one of them mocks. "Listen to this dude." Marcus's jaw tightens. He thinks about his own son, David, dead 4 years now, 14 years old, wrong place, wrong time, caught in a drive-by. Marcus wasn't there. He was working, always working, trying to feed his family, and his son died on a sidewalk 3 blocks from their apartment. Marcus made a promise at David's funeral. Never again. Never let a kid suffer when he could stop it. "Lily." His voice is quiet, firm. "Stay here, don't move." "Daddy, don't move." He walks toward them. His body is tired. 42 years old, back problems, knee that clicks when he climbs stairs, but he moves with purpose, with certainty. "Hey." Marcus's voice cuts through the garage. "Leave the kid alone." The 3 teenagers turn. Look at Marcus like he's a cockroach that just crawled out of the drain. "Who the hell are you?" "Security." Marcus taps the badge on his chest. "And you need to move along." The tallest one laughs. "Security? Man, you work in a building. You're not a cop. You're not anything." Marcus stops 5 feet away. "The boy's done nothing to you. Walk away." "Or what?" Marcus doesn't answer. He just stands there, positioning himself between the teenagers and the boy. His body language says everything. You want him, you go through me. The lead teenager steps forward. "You want to be a hero, old man?" "I want to go home. I want to make breakfast for my daughter, but I'm not leaving until you do." The tension crackles. Concrete and fluorescent light and the smell of motor oil. The boy backs away slowly. Smart kid. creating distance. The lead teenager looks at his friends. This guy serious? One of them pulls something from his pocket, brass knuckles. The light catches metal. Marcus's stomach drops, but he doesn't move, doesn't flinch. Last chance, the teenager says. Walk away. Marcus looks past them, makes eye contact with the boy. Run. The boy hesitates. Run. The boy runs, sneakers slapping concrete. The sound echoes through the garage. One of the teenagers moves to chase. Marcus steps sideways, blocks him. Bad choice, old man. The first punch catches Marcus in the ribs. Pain explodes through his side. He staggers, tries to cover up, but there are three of them, fists and brass knuckles and kicks. He hits the ground. Concrete scrapes his face, tastes blood. His vision blurs. From somewhere far away, he hears Lily screaming, "Daddy, stop, leave him alone." Marcus curls into a ball, protects his head, his internal organs, lets them kick his back, his legs, anything to keep them away from vital areas. The pain is white-hot, endless. Every impact sends shockwaves through his body, then it stops. Voices, shouting, security guards from the building. The teenagers scatter, running footsteps fade. Marcus lies on the concrete. Breathing is agony. Every rib feels broken. His mouth is full of blood. He spits, tries to roll over. Lily's face appears above him, tears streaming down her cheeks. "Daddy, oh my God, Daddy." "I'm okay," he whispers. "He's not okay. Help me up." "We need to call an ambulance." "No. Ambulances cost money, hospital bills he can't pay. Just help me up." The security guards reach them. Marcus knows one of them, Steve, good guy. "Jesus Christ, Marcus, who did this?" "3 kids. They ran." Marcus coughs. More blood. "I'm fine." "You're not fine. You need a hospital." "I need to get my daughter home." Steve helps him to his feet. The world tilts. Marcus grabs a concrete pillar to steady himself. His uniform is torn, blood soaking through. His ribs scream with every breath. "There's a boy," Marcus says. "Teenager. They were going after him. Make sure he's okay." "We'll find him. You need—" "I'm going home." Steve knows better than to argue. He helps Marcus to the bus stop. Lily clings to her father's good arm, silent now. Shock settling in. The bus arrives. Marcus climbs aboard. Each step is torture. He collapses into a seat. Lily sits beside him, holds his hand. Doesn't say anything. What is there to say? Through the window, Marcus sees the building he just left. Glass and steel. Corporate headquarters. Wayland Technologies, one of the biggest tech companies in the country. He guards their doors, makes sure their badges scan properly, watches their surveillance feeds. And now he's bleeding in a public bus because he protected some rich kid. Worth it, he thinks. David would have done the same. The bus pulls away. 30 floors above, in a corner office with floor-to-ceiling windows, Victoria Wayland sits at her desk. 40 years old, CEO, billionaire. She built this company from nothing after her husband died. Hostile takeover, board fights, 16-hour days, no friends, no family except her son. Her son. Her phone rings. Unknown number. She almost doesn't answer. Then something makes her pick up. "Ms. Wayland?" Unfamiliar voice. Security guard, maybe. "This is Steve from Overnight Security. There was an incident in the parking garage." Victoria's blood turns cold. "What kind of incident?" "Your son was targeted by some individuals, but he's safe. One of our guards intervened." "Where is my son now?" "Building a security office, level 1. He's shaken up but unhurt." Victoria is already moving, grabbing her jacket, her private elevator, down 30 floors in 40 seconds. Her heart is pounding. Her hands are shaking. She built an empire. She controls billions, and she can't protect her own child. The security office is small, windowless, monitors on the walls. Her son sits in a plastic chair. Alexander, 13 years old. her entire world. His expensive jacket is dirty, his face is pale. Victoria pulls him into her arms, holds him tight. "Mom, I'm okay." "What happened?" "These guys, they wanted to rob me, but this man—" Alexander's voice cracks. "This security guard, he stepped in, told me to run, and they beat him. Mom, they really hurt him." Victoria's jaw clenches. "Where is he?" "He left," Steve says. "Refused medical attention. Took the bus home with his daughter." His daughter was there. She saw the whole thing. Victoria feels something twist inside her chest. A man with a child watched his father get beaten, traumatized, because he protected her son. "I want his name, his address, his personnel file, everything." Steve hesitates. "Ma'am, privacy regulations." Victoria's eyes are ice. "I own this building, I own this company, I own the security contract. Give me his file." Steve pulls up the records, hands her a printout. Marcus Chen, age 42, single father, one daughter, 3 years with the company, security guard, third shift, salary $32,000 annually, $32,000. Victoria makes more than that in an hour. "I want surveillance footage from the garage. I want it on my desk in 10 minutes. "Yes, ma'am." Victoria takes Alexander home. Personal driver, armored car. They live in a penthouse, $20 million view. But tonight all Victoria can think about's a man bleeding on a bus. She watches the footage. It's worse than she imagined. Marcus Chen, middle-aged, tired-looking, standing between 3 armed teenagers and her son. No hesitation, no fear, just determination. Then the beating. Victoria has to look away. It's brutal, prolonged. And through it all, Marcus never fights back. He just takes it, protecting himself enough to survive, making sure the teenagers stay focused on him. Not chasing Alexander. A little girl screaming in the background. Lily, his daughter. Victoria watches the footage 3 times. Each time she sees something different. First time she sees violence. Second time she sees sacrifice. Third time she sees what her security team didn't. This man wasn't just protecting a stranger. He was protecting a child the way he'd protect his own. And he paid for it with blood. Victoria picks up her phone, calls her head of security. "I want Marcus Chen's address, and I want the details ready at 5 a.m. "Ma'am, just do it." She doesn't sleep that night. She sits in her office, looking at the city, thinking about the man who saved her son, the man she's never met, the man whose name she didn't know until tonight, Marcus Chen. Tomorrow morning everything changes. Marcus dreams of David, his son, 14 years old forever, laughing, playing basketball, then blood, sirens, hospital lights, a sheet pulled over a small body. He wakes gasping. Pain erupts through his torso. Every breath is knives. He's on the couch. Couldn't make it to his bedroom. Lily covered him with blankets. She's asleep in her room now. Door closed. The clock says 4:30 a.m. Marcus tries to sit up. The world spins. He tastes copper, spits into a cup beside the couch. More blood. His phone buzzes. Text message. Unknown number. "This is Victoria Wayland. I need to see you. Please don't go to work today. I'm sending a car." Marcus stares at the message. Victoria Wayland, the CEO, the billionaire, the woman whose face is on magazine covers. Why would she contact him? Then he remembers. The boy in the garage, Alexander, her son. Marcus types slowly. Each movement hurts. "I'm fine. Don't need anything. Glad your son is safe." The response is immediate. "You're not fine, and I need to thank you properly. Please, let me help." Marcus doesn't know what to say. Help means charity. Charity means pity. He's not a charity case, but his ribs are broken. He can taste blood, and rent is due in 4 days. He types, "What kind of help?" "Medical, financial, whatever you need. You saved my son's life." "I didn't save his life, just stopped mugging." "You took a beating meant for him. That's saving his life. Please let me do this. Marcus looks around his apartment. One bedroom. Lily sleeps there. He takes the couch. Walls are thin. Pipes rattle. The refrigerator hums loud enough to wake him at night. There's a water stain on the ceiling shaped like a hand. This is his life. Has been for years. Since his wife died, since David died, working 3 jobs, barely surviving, raising Lily alone. And now a billionaire wants to help. Marcus types, okay. Outside, the sun hasn't risen yet. The city is dark, quiet. Then he hears them. Engines, multiple engines. Marcus pulls himself off the couch, limps to the window, parts of the curtain. 3 black SUVs are parked outside his building. Tinted windows, professional, expensive. Marcus's heart pounds. What has he done? The knock on the door is soft, professional, not the police, not bill collectors, something else. Marcus limps across his small living room. Each step sends fire through his ribs. He opens the door. Victoria Wayland stands in the hallway. In person, she's smaller than she appears on television. But there's something about her, the way she holds herself. Confidence, power, authority. She wears a simple black coat, no jewelry, no makeup, just exhaustion and determination. Behind her stands a man in a dark suit, security, professional. He scans the hallway like he's expecting threats. Mr. Chen, her voice is softer than Marcus expected. May I come in? Marcus realizes he's staring. Yes, sorry, it's not much. Victoria steps inside. The security guard remains in the hallway, pulls the door closed behind her. She looks around, takes it all in, the worn couch, the patched blankets, the tiny kitchen with dishes stacked beside the sink, the science project on the coffee table, Jupiter and its moons. Marcus sees his apartment through her eyes. Shame burns in his chest. Please sit, he says, then realizes there's nowhere to sit except the couch. The only chair is in Lily's room. Victoria sits. Marcus remains standing, hurts less than trying to sit down. Your son, Marcus says. He okay? He's shaken up, but physically fine. Victoria looks up at him. Because of you. Anyone would have done the same. No, her voice is firm. They wouldn't have. I watched the footage. 3 armed teenagers. You didn't hesitate. Marcus's jaw tightens. You watched? I needed to understand what happened. I needed to see. Her voice cracks slightly. I needed to see the man who protected my child when I couldn't. Silence settles between them. Victoria pulls an envelope from her coat pocket. I want to help. Medical bills, lost wages, whatever you need. Marcus stares at the envelope. Pride wars with desperation. I don't need charity. It's not charity, it's payment. You were working security. You got injured on the job protecting a client. My son. This is the company's responsibility. I was off the clock, waiting for the bus. You were in the parking garage of a building you guard. That's on company property, during your shift transition. Victoria sets the envelope on the coffee table. Please, let me do this. Marcus looks at the envelope. It's thick. He can see the edges of bills through the paper. How much? Enough to cover your rent, medical expenses, and lost wages for the next month while you heal. Marcus's throat tightens. Rent, medical expenses, a month off. Things he's been terrified about since the moment those fists connected. Why? The question comes out rough. You don't know me. I'm nobody to you. Victoria's eyes fill with tears. She blinks them back. My husband died 6 years ago, plane crash. I was supposed to be on that plane. But Alexander was sick. I stayed home. My husband went alone. Marcus says nothing, lets her talk. After he died, I threw myself into work, building the company, making it bigger, more successful, more powerful. She looks around the apartment again. I told myself I was doing it for Alexander, securing his future, but really I was hiding from grief, from guilt, from being present. She meets Marcus's eyes. Last night, my son almost died, and a stranger, a man making $32,000 a year, put himself between my child and danger while I was in my office, working, always working. Her voice breaks. You showed me what I've been missing. What matters? It's not the company. It's not the money. It's being there, being present, being willing to sacrifice. Marcus understands. He's lived with guilt for 4 years, since David died, since he wasn't there. I had a son, Marcus says quietly. David, he died 4 years ago. Drive-by shooting. I was at work. He looks at the floor. I wasn't there. I couldn't protect him. Victoria's face crumples. I'm so sorry. That's why I stepped in last night, because I saw your son and I saw David, and I couldn't let it happen again. You couldn't save your own son, Victoria says softly, so you saved mine. Something like that. The door to Lily's room opens. She emerges, hair messy from sleep. She sees Victoria, freezes. It's okay, sweetheart, Marcus says. This is Ms. Wayland. She came to check on us. Lily walks over slowly, stands beside her father, protective. Are you the mom of the boy Daddy saved? I am. Victoria looks at this child, 12 years old enough to understand everything, young enough to still have hope. Your father is very brave. I know. Lily's voice is matter of fact. He's always protecting people. Does he do that often? Lily nods. Last month he stopped a man from hitting a lady at the bus stop. Got a black eye. Month before that he helped a kid who got his bike stolen, chased the thief for 6 blocks. Marcus shifts uncomfortably. Lily, it's true, Daddy. She looks at Victoria. He can't help it. He sees someone in trouble and he just goes, even when he's tired, even when we don't have money for doctors. Victoria's chest tightens. This man, this father, living paycheck to paycheck, working himself to exhaustion, and still finding the energy to help strangers. How old are you, Lily? 12. My son is 13, Alexander. Would you like to meet him? Lily looks uncertain, glances at her father. Marcus says, You don't have to. I'd like to, Lily interrupts. Is he nice? He's very nice, a little shy. He likes science. Lily's eyes light up. I like science. I'm building a solar system. Want to see? Before Victoria can answer, Lily grabs the model from the coffee table. This is Jupiter. These are the moons. I used foam balls. Daddy found them for me. Victoria examines the model. It's crude, handmade, but crafted with care. This is excellent work, very accurate. You think so? I do. Alexander would love this. He's obsessed with space. An idea forms in Victoria's mind. Would you and your father like to come to dinner tomorrow night at my home so Alexander can thank your father properly? Marcus starts to refuse, but Lily's face is so hopeful, so eager. Please, Daddy. Marcus looks at Victoria, at her genuine expression. No pity, just gratitude, and maybe something else. Connection, understanding. 2 parents who've lost, who carry guilt, who understand sacrifice. Okay, he says quietly, we'll come. If you're hooked on this story, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss an upload. Your support means everything and helps me bring you more emotional stories like this one. The next evening, Marcus and Lily stand outside Victoria's building. Not a building, a tower, glass and steel, doorman, valet parking, the kind of place where Marcus's entire year's salary wouldn't cover a month's rent. Daddy, this is fancy, Lily whispers. Yeah, Marcus tugs at his collar. He's wearing his only dress shirt, bought it for his wife's funeral, hasn't worn it since. Remember your manners. I always have good manners. The doorman opens the door. Mr. Chen, Ms. Wayland is expecting you. They ride the elevator to the penthouse. 30 floors. Marcus's ears pop. Lily grips his hand. Both are nervous. The elevator opens directly into the apartment. Not an apartment, a palace. Floor-to-ceiling windows. City view. Furniture that costs more than Marcus's car. Art on the walls. Real art, the kind in museums. Victoria emerges from a hallway. She's dressed casually, jeans, simple sweater, but even casual looks are expensive on her. You came. I'm so glad. She smiles at Lily. Alexander is in his room. Would you like to meet him? Lily nods shyly. Victoria leads them down a hallway. Photos on the walls. Victoria younger, a man beside her, her husband. Then photos with a baby, a toddler, a child growing up, Alexander. They reach a door. Victoria knocks. Alexander, our guests are here. The door opens. A teenage boy appears. Thin, tall for 13, dark hair, nervous eyes. He sees Marcus. His face transforms. You, Alexander breathes. You're the man from the garage. Marcus nods. How are you doing, kid? I'm okay, thanks to you. Alexander's voice shakes. They were going to hurt me, really hurt me, and you stepped in. Had to make sure you got home safe. Alexander's eyes fill with tears. You got hurt because of me. Not because of you, because of them. Bad people making bad choices. That's not on you. But listen to me. Marcus's voice is gentle but firm. You didn't ask for that. You didn't deserve it. And I'd do it again, understand? Alexander nods, wipes his eyes. Lily steps forward. Hi, I'm Lily. I brought my science project. Your mom said you like space? Alexander looks at her, then the model solar system in her hands. His face brightens. Is that Jupiter? Yeah, with all the moons. Well, the big ones. I couldn't fit all 79. Europa is my favorite moon. Mine too, because of the ocean underneath. The two kids disappear into Alexander's room, already talking, already connecting. Marcus and Victoria stand in the hallway. Thank you for coming, Victoria says. I know this must be uncomfortable. It's different. Marcus looks around. Your home is beautiful. It's big, empty usually, just me and Alexander. She gestures toward the living room. Come, I made dinner, nothing fancy. I hope you're hungry. The dining table could seat 12, but it's set for 4, intimate. Victoria made pasta, salad, garlic bread, simple food, but it smells incredible. They sit, the kids emerge, still talking about moons and planets and spacecraft. They sit beside each other, natural, easy. During dinner, Victoria asks about Marcus's work. I do security, 3rd shift mostly, and warehouse work during the day, loading trucks. That's 2 jobs, 3 actually, weekend maintenance at an office building. Marcus takes a bite of pasta. It's the best thing he's eaten in months. Got to pay the bills. That's a brutal schedule. Marcus shrugs, winces, ribs still hurt. You do what you have to. Victoria sets down her fork. I want to offer you something. A position. Head of security for Wayland Technologies. Marcus stops chewing. Stare at her. I'm serious. 6-figure salary, health insurance, benefits, retirement plan, normal hours. You'd oversee all security operations, manage the team, report directly to me. I'm not qualified for that. You're more qualified than anyone I've ever met. You have instincts, you have courage. You actually care about people. Victoria leans forward. My current head of security has a master's degree, 15 years experience, and he let my son walk through that parking garage unprotected. You have a high school diploma and a security guard license, and you took a beating to save a stranger. Marcus's throat is tight. This is charity. It's not. I need someone I can trust, someone who will actually protect my people, not just file reports and collect a paycheck. Her voice softens. Please consider it, if not for yourself, for Lily. She deserves stability, a father who doesn't work himself to death. Lily is listening now, her eyes wide. Daddy, she whispers, you could be home more. Marcus looks at his daughter, at her hopeful face. In his life, he's been unable to give her. Then at Victoria, at her genuine expression. This isn't a pity, it's respect. I need to think about it, Marcus says finally. Of course, take all the time you need. After dinner, the kids beg to watch a movie. Victoria sets them up in the media room. Actual theater seats, screen that covers the entire wall. Marcus and Victoria sit on the balcony. City lights sprawl below them. The air is cold, clean. Can I ask you something? Victoria says. Sure. Why did you turn down the money this morning? You put the envelope back. Marcus is quiet for a moment. I looked inside. There was $10,000. Yes, that's too much, way too much. I didn't do it for money. I did it because it was right. Victoria turns to face him. That's exactly why I want you at my company, because you understand that some things aren't about money. Your world is about money. It is, and I hate that. I hate that I've become someone who measures worth in quarterly reports and stock prices. She looks out at the city. My husband used to joke that I was turning into a robot. All work, no heart, no soul. You're not a robot. How do you know? You barely know me. Marcus thinks about this. Robots don't cry when they talk about their sons. Robots don't cook dinner for strangers. Robots don't offer jobs to security guards. Victoria laughs. It's genuine, warm. Maybe you're right. They sit in comfortable silence. I lost my wife 6 years ago, Marcus says. Cancer. We couldn't afford good treatment. She died in pain, scared, and I couldn't do anything. Victoria reaches over, takes his hand. I'm sorry. After she died, I made a promise. I'd take care of Lily. I'd work as hard as I needed. I'd never let her feel unsafe. He looks at their joined hands. But lately I've been wondering if that's enough. If working all the time means I'm not really there for her. It's not enough, Victoria says gently. Trust me, I know. I'm making the same mistake. Marcus looks at her, really looks at her, sees past the CEO, past the billionaire, sees a mother, scared, lonely, trying to do her best. The job, he says slowly, what would the hours be? 9 to 5, Monday through Friday, weekends off unless there's an emergency. Weekends off, Marcus repeats. He can't remember the last time he had a weekend off. That sounds fake. Victoria laughs again. It's real, I promise. And the salary, you said 6 figures. Starting at $120,000 with annual reviews and bonuses. Marcus's head spins. $120,000. That's almost 4 times what he makes now, combined, from all 3 jobs. I can't, his voice breaks. That's too much. It's not. It's what the position pays, what you're worth. I've never made that kind of money. Then it's time you did. Victoria squeezes his hand. You've spent years sacrificing for everyone else. Let someone take care of you for once. Inside, through the glass doors, they can see the kids, laughing at the movie, sharing popcorn, already friends. Lily deserves this, Victoria says quietly. She deserves a father who comes home before midnight, who doesn't work 3 jobs, who can take her to the park on Saturdays. Marcus's eyes sting. You fight dirty. I fight to win, but her smile is kind. Will you at least think about it? I'll think about it. They go back inside. The movie is ending. Both kids are asleep. Alexander's head on Lily's shoulder, Lily's head tilted back against the seat. Victoria takes a photo, shows Marcus. They look like siblings. Yeah, they do. They wake the kids gently. Time to go home. Lily hugs Alexander goodbye. Can we do this again? Please, Alexander says to his mother. Anytime, Victoria promises. At the door, Victoria hands Marcus a business card. My direct line. Call me when you've decided. Or if you need anything. Medical care, money, anything. Marcus takes the card, looks at it, then at her. Thank you for tonight, for everything. Thank you for saving my son. On the drive home, in a car, Victoria insisted on calling for them. Lily is quiet. Then, Daddy? Yeah, baby. I like them. Alexander and his mom. Me too. Are you going to take the job? Marcus looks out the window, at the city passing by, at the life he's lived, at the life he could have. I don't know yet. I think you should. Lily's voice is soft. You're always tired, Daddy. You work so hard, and I miss you. Marcus's heart breaks. You miss me? You're always working. I know why. I know you're taking care of us. But sometimes I just want you home, to watch movies, to help with homework, to just be there. Marcus pulls her close, kisses the top of her head. I'm sorry, sweetheart. I didn't know you felt that way. I didn't want to complain. You're doing your best. You never complain. You're the bravest kid I know. They ride the rest of the way in silence. That night, Marcus lies on his couch, ribs aching, head spinning, Victoria's business card on the coffee table beside him, $120,000, health insurance, weekends off, time with Lily, a normal life, but accepting feels like admitting he can't make it on his own, like taking charity, like failing, except maybe it's not a failure, maybe it's wisdom, knowing when to accept help, when to let someone care. Marcus picks up his phone, pulls up photos. There's one from 3 years ago. David, Lily, his wife Maria, all smiling. Before everything fell apart, he whispers to the photo, to Maria, to David. What should I do? The answer comes from memory, Maria's voice, near the end, weak from chemo. Promise me you'll stop punishing yourself. Promise me you'll let yourself be happy. He never kept that promise. Maybe it's time to start. Marcus picks up Victoria's business card, turns it over in his hands. Tomorrow he'll call her. Tomorrow he'll say yes. Tomorrow everything changes, but tonight he just sits in the dark, grateful, terrified, hopeful, and for the first time in years, he lets himself imagine a future that doesn't involve exhaustion and fear and barely surviving. He imagines coming home at 6 p.m., making dinner with Lily, helping with homework, watching movies, being present, being a father, not just a provider. The image brings tears to his eyes. Outside his window, the city never sleeps. But inside this small apartment, Marcus closes his eyes, and for once, sleep comes easy. 3 weeks later, Marcus sits at his new desk. 20th floor, corner office, his name on the door. Marcus Chen, head of security. It still feels unreal. The salary hit his bank account last Friday. He stared at the number for 10 minutes. Thought the bank made a mistake, called to verify. No mistake. That's what he makes now. He paid rent 3 months in advance. The landlord almost fainted, paid off Maria's medical debt. The collections agency sounded confused. Bought Lily new shoes, not second-hand. Brand new. She cried when she saw them. But the best part isn't the money, it's dinner. Every night at 6:30, Marcus comes home, makes dinner with Lily. They talk about school, friends, science projects. He helps with homework. They watch shows together. He tucks her into bed, reads to her like he did when she was small, being present, being a father, not just a provider. Maria would be proud. His phone buzzes, text from Victoria. Coffee in my office? Marcus heads upstairs. Victoria's office is enormous, wall of windows, view of the entire city. She's at her desk, papers everywhere. But she looks up when he enters, smiles. How's the first month treating you? Still getting used to sleeping at night? Victoria laughs. The team loves you. I've gotten 3 reports this week about how you actually listen to people. That's the job. It should be. But most people in your position just boss everyone around. She closes her laptop. I wanted to thank you, again, for everything. You already thanked me, with the job, the salary, all of it. I know, but I mean more than that. Victoria stands, walks to the window. Alexander is different now, happier. He talks about Lily constantly, about your weekend plans, about the science museum trip you're planning. They're good kids. They are, and they're good for each other. She turns to face him. We're good for each other, our families. Marcus feels something shift in his chest, something warm, dangerous. He's started to look forward to their coffee meetings, to dinner at her place every Sunday, to the way she laughs at his jokes, to the way she sees him, really sees him, but she's his boss, a billionaire out of his league in every possible way. Yeah, he says carefully, we are. Victoria opens her mouth to say something else, but her assistant bursts in, face pale. Ms. Wayland, there's a situation. Parking garage, level 3. Marcus's blood runs cold. Level 3, where it happened. They run, take the stairs. Faster than the elevator, burst into the garage. The security team already there, and Marcus sees them. The 3 teenagers. Back. They're not targeting random people this time. They're standing beside a car, Victoria's car, spray paint in their hands. The hood is covered in obscenities, the windows smashed. But that's not the worst part. Alexander is there, and Lily. They'd come to surprise Marcus and Victoria with lunch. Walked right into the garage, right into danger. The lead teenager sees Marcus. Recognition flashes across his face. Then rage. You, he points. You got us arrested. 3 weeks in juvie because of you. Marcus steps forward, puts himself between the teenagers and the kids. Again, always again. This ends now. Security's here. Police are coming. Walk away. Walk away? The teenager laughs, bitter, cruel. Nah, we came back for you, and for that rich brat you protected. He pulls something from his jacket. Not brass knuckles this time. A knife. The blade catches the fluorescent light. Long, serrated, meant to hurt, meant to kill. Victoria gasps, starts moving. Toward Alexander. Mom, stay back, Alexander shouts. Marcus's training kicks in. Years of security work, years of protecting people. He assesses 3 teenagers, 1 armed. Exit routes blocked. Security team too far away. Response time 30 seconds maybe. 30 seconds is too long. The teenager with the knife advances. You made us look weak, got us locked up. Now we're gonna make you pay. Marcus doesn't move, doesn't flinch, just keeps his body between the knife and the children. You want revenge. Fine, take it, but the kids walk away first. Why do you care so much? The teenager spits. They're not even yours, that rich boy. Why'd you take a beating for him? Marcus thinks about David, about the child he couldn't save, about the promise he made at the funeral, about every day since then I spent trying to make up for 2 minutes of delay. Because every child deserves someone who will stand in front of the knife. The teenager lunges. Marcus moves, not away, toward. He grabs the teenager's wrist, twists. The knife clatters to the concrete. Marcus sweeps the kid's legs. The teenager goes down hard. Marcus pins him, knee on his back, arm locked. The other 2 teenagers rush forward, but Victoria is already moving. She's not helpless, not frozen like before. She grabs a fire extinguisher from the wall, aims, sprays. White foam explodes across the garage. The teenagers stumble, blinded, choking. Security team arrives, tackles the other 2, pins them down. It's over in seconds. Police sirens wail outside. Marcus releases the teenager, steps back. His hands are shaking, adrenaline crashing through his system. He turns, sees Lily and Alexander, both crying, both safe. Victoria runs to her son, pulls him into her arms. Oh my God, are you okay? I'm fine, Mom, I'm fine. Mr. Chen and you saved us. Lily throws herself at Marcus. Daddy, you could have gotten stabbed. Marcus holds her, feels her heartbeat against his chest. Alive, safe. But I didn't. We're okay. Everyone's okay. The police arrive, take statements, arrest the teenagers. This time the charges are serious. Assault with a deadly weapon. Attempted murder, maybe. The lead detective pulls Marcus aside. You did good work here, kept everyone safe. But you're lucky. That kid had a knife. You could have died. I know. So why'd you do it? Marcus looks at the detective, at this stranger asking him to explain the unexplainable. Because I have to, every time. I can't not step in. The detective nods slowly. My partner's the same way. Runs toward the danger, drives me crazy. But the world needs people like you. Just wish it didn't cost you so much. After the police leave, Marcus sits on the concrete barrier, exhausted. Victoria sits beside him. Alexander and Lily are with the security team, getting statements, eating snacks the guards brought. Thank you, Victoria says. Again, always again. Marcus shakes his head. You helped. The fire extinguisher, that was smart. I was terrified, but I saw you move, saw you not hesitate, and I thought, I can't freeze again, not when my son needs me. You did good. They sit in silence. The garage feels different now, less threatening, like they've exorcised something. Can I tell you something? Victoria says. Yeah. I've been in love twice in my life, once with my husband, and now, she stops, takes a breath. Now with you. Marcus's heart stops. Victoria! I know, I'm your boss. It's complicated, inappropriate even, but I can't keep pretending. Can't keep acting like these dinners are just friendly, like I don't think about you constantly, like watching you with Lily doesn't make me want things I thought I'd never want again. Marcus doesn't know what to say. Part of him knew this was coming, felt the same pull, but hearing it out loud is different. I'm not, he struggles for words. I'm not good enough for you. Look at me. Look at where I came from. Victoria grabs his hand. Fierce. Don't you dare minimize yourself. You're the best man I've ever met, the bravest, the kindest, the most genuine. Her eyes fill with tears. You make me want to be better. You make me remember what matters. I'm scared, Marcus admits. Scared I'll mess this up. Scared your world won't accept me. Scared I don't know how to be with someone like you. Someone like me. Successful, put it together, important. Victoria laughs through tears. Marcus, I'm a mess. I work too much. I barely sleep. I've pushed away everyone except Alexander. I'm lonely. I'm scared. I'm just better at hiding it behind expensive clothes in a corner office. She squeezes his hand. We're both broken, both carrying guilt, both trying to protect the people we love. But maybe we could be broken together, and maybe that's enough. Marcus looks at her. Really looks, past the CEO, past the wealth, sees a woman, scared, brave, hopeful. I lost Maria 6 years ago, haven't even thought about dating, thought that part of my life was over. Is it? Marcus thinks about the last 3 weeks, coming home to dinner, Lily's laughter, Sunday nights at Victoria's penthouse, the way his heart jumps when he sees Victoria's name on his phone, the way Alexander looks at him like he's a hero, the way Victoria looks at him like he's enough. No, he says quietly, I don't think it is. Victoria smiles, genuine, radiant. So what do? We take it slow, we figure it out together, we put the kids first and we see where it goes. I can do slow. Can you? You're a CEO. You move fast. For you, I'll learn. They sit there, hands joined. Two broken people are starting to heal, starting to hope. Across the garage, Lily and Alexander watch them. Are they holding hands? Lily whispers. I think so, Alexander whispers back. Do you think they like each other? Like? Alexander grins. I hope so. That would make us almost siblings. We're already siblings, just not official. Yet, Alexander agrees. 6 months later, Saturday morning, the sun is bright. Sky is clear. Marcus and Victoria stand in the park. Lily and Alexander race ahead, laughing, fighting over who gets to fly the kite first. Marcus watches them. His daughter, healthy, happy, confident. Victoria's son, less shy now, more open. Both of them are growing. Both of them are safe. They're going to break that kite in 5 minutes, Victoria says. Probably worth it, though. Victoria slips her hand into his. They've been together officially for 3 months, taking it slow like they promised. Dinners, movies, family outings, getting to know each other beyond crisis and tragedy. It's been good. Better than good. Natural. Easy. Marcus still works as head of security, still makes more money than he ever dreamed. But the best part isn't the money, it's the balance. Work, family, time, presence. Lily adjusted to their new life faster than Marcus expected. New school, better neighborhood, friends. She's thriving, but she's still his Lily, kind, thoughtful, grounded. Dad, she runs back. Alexander says you promised to teach us to play basketball. After the kite. The kite's broken already. Marcus and Victoria exchange looks. Called it, Victoria says. They spend the afternoon at the court, Marcus teaching both kids to shoot, Victoria pretending she knows the rules. Everyone was laughing. Everyone is together. That evening, back at Victoria's penthouse, the kids beg for a movie, fall asleep 20 minutes in, curled up on opposite ends of the couch, both exhausted, both content. Marcus and Victoria stand in the kitchen, making tea, being domestic. I've been thinking, Victoria says. Dangerous, she laughs. Shut up. I've been thinking about us, about where this is going. Marcus sets down his mug. And I know we said slow, but 6 months feels right. Feels like enough time to know what I want. What do you want? Victoria steps closer, takes both his hands. I want you to move in, you and Lily. I want us to be a family, official, together, all 4 of us. Marcus's heart pounds. That's a big step. I know. Too big? Too fast? Marcus thinks about his tiny apartment, the place he's lived since Maria died, the couch he sleeps on, the memories of grief and struggle soaked into every wall. Then he thinks about this penthouse, the space, the light, the laughter, the possibility. But more than that, he thinks about Victoria, about coming home to her, about raising their kids together, about building something new. Not too fast, he says. Just right. Victoria's face lights up. Yeah? Yeah, but I have one condition. Name it. We make decisions together, all of us. This is our family, not yours or mine. Ours. Equal say, equal partnership. Victoria's eyes fill with tears. Equal partnership. I like that. They kiss, soft, gentle, full of promise. From the couch, they hear a small voice. Finally, they break apart. Lily and Alexander are awake, both grinning. How long have you been listening? Marcus asks. Long enough, Lily says. So we're moving in. If that's okay with you. Lily jumps off the couch, runs over, hugs both of them. Are you kidding? I get my own room, and a brother, and... She looks at Victoria. And maybe someday a mom? Victoria kneels down, eye level with Lily. I would be honored to be your mom, if you'll have me. Lily throws her arms around Victoria's neck. Yes, yes, 1,000 times yes. Alexander joins them. So we're really going to be a family. Marcus pulls him into the hug. We already are. We're just making it official. They stand there, 4 people, 2 parents, 2 kids, holding each other, choosing each other, building something new from broken pieces. 1 year later, the memorial park is quiet, peaceful. Marcus stands in front of 2 graves, Maria Chen, David Chen, mother and son, gone but never forgotten. He comes here every month, talks to them, updates them, tells them about his life. Today, he's not alone. Victoria stands beside him, Lily on his other side. Alexander holds flowers. Hi, Maria. Hi, David. Marcus's voice is soft. I brought some people I want you to meet. This is Victoria. She's special. She makes me happy, makes me want to be better. I think you'd like her. He looks at Victoria. She's crying quietly. She does this every time they visit, honors the people who came before her. And this is Alexander. You know Lily already, but Alexander's like Lily's brother now, part of our family. He's a good kid, smart, kind. Reminds me of David sometimes. Alexander steps forward, places flowers on David's grave. Hi, David. I never met you, but your dad saved my life, and I wanted to say thank you for raising someone so brave. Lily places flowers on Maria's grave. Hi, Mom. I miss you every day, but I want you to know we're okay. Dad's happy, really happy, and I have a new family. I hope that's okay. I hope you understand. They stand in silence, paying respects, honoring the past. Then Marcus says, I kept my promise, Maria. I stopped punishing myself. I let myself be happy. And David, his voice breaks. I couldn't save you, but I saved someone else's son. And I keep saving people every day, making sure no one else feels what I felt. Victoria takes his hand. They'd be proud of you. I hope so. As they walk back to the car, Alexander asks, Mr. Chen, can I ask you something? Always. And you can call me Marcus, or Dad if you want. Alexander's face lights up. Dad, I like that. He takes a breath. Do you still feel guilty about David? Marcus considers this. Sometimes, yeah, but less than before, because I realize something. I can't change the past, can't bring him back, but I can honor him by being the kind of person he'd be proud of, by protecting people, by being present, by loving the family I have now. Do you think he'd be okay with our family, with you being with my mom? Marcus stops walking, kneels down, looks Alexander in the eyes. I think David would love you, would love having you as a brother, would want me to be happy, to move forward, to live. Alexander hugs him. I'm glad you saved me. I'm glad we found each other. Me too, kid, me too. That night, back home, Marcus sits on the balcony. The city stretches out before him, lights twinkling like stars. He thinks about the journey, from that parking garage, from that beating, from those moments of choice. He chose to step forward, to protect a stranger, to risk everything for a child he didn't know. And that choice changed everything. Victoria joins him, hands him a glass of wine. What are you thinking about? How different my life is now. How impossible this would have seemed a year ago. Do you miss your old life? Marcus thinks about the 3 jobs, the exhaustion, the loneliness, the constant fear of not having enough. No, not even a little bit. Good. Victoria leans against him, because I can't imagine life without you now. You saved me too, you know, not just the job, not just the money. You gave me permission to hope again, to believe I deserved good things. We saved each other. They sit in comfortable silence, 2 people who found each other in the worst moment, who built something beautiful from trauma and fear. Inside, through the window, they can see Lily and Alexander playing video games, arguing good-naturedly about strategy, being siblings, being family. You know what I realized? Marcus says. What? That day in the parking garage, When I stepped in front of those teenagers, I thought I was saving Alexander, but really, he saved me, gave me a second chance, a new life, a family. Victoria's eyes fill with tears. You gave us a second chance too. Alexander was so closed off before you, so scared, and I was so focused on work that I couldn't see how much he needed more from me. You showed us both what real protection looks like, what real love looks like. Marcus pulls her close, kisses her forehead. We're going to be okay, all of us. I know. And for the first time in years, Marcus believes it, believes in happiness, in second chances, in chosen families, in the possibility that broken people can heal each other, in the possibility that standing in front of danger, even when it costs everything, can lead to something beautiful. The next morning, Marcus wakes up early, old habit from his security guard days. He makes coffee, starts breakfast, pancakes, bacon, orange juice. Lily emerges first, sleep still in her eyes. Morning, Dad. Morning, Princess. Sleep good? Best sleep ever. I love my new bed. Alexander appears next. Something smells amazing. Pancakes, your mom's favorite. Can I help? Absolutely. They work together, father and son, teaching, learning, building relationship through small moments. Victoria joins them last, hair messy, wearing Marcus's old security guard shirt as pajamas. She looks beautiful. My shirt looks better. On you, Marcus says. Everything looks better on me. But she's smiling. They eat breakfast together, all four of them, talking, laughing, planning their day. A trip to the Science Museum, Alexander's choice, then ice cream, Lily's choice, then dinner at home, family dinner, Victoria's cooking, Marcus supervising, kids helping. This is what happiness looks like, not perfection, not a fairy tale, just presence, connection, love, choice. After breakfast, Marcus gets a call, work, security issue at the building. Nothing major, but they need his input. Go, Victoria says. We'll start getting ready. You sure? I'm sure. We're a team now. We figure it out. Marcus kisses her, then heads to the office. At work, he handles the issue quickly. His team is solid, well-trained. They respect him, trust him. He's built something good here, too. On his way out, he passes the parking garage, level 3, where everything changed. He stops, looks at the spot where he took that beating, where he made the choice that redirected his entire life. He doesn't regret it, not for a second. His phone buzzes, text from Victoria, photo attached. Lily and Alexander making silly faces. Caption, hurry home, your family misses you. Your family. Marcus's throat tightens. He texts back, on my way. As he drives home through the city he guards, he thinks about legacy, about what he'll leave behind, about what David and Maria would think of the man he's become. He hopes they'd be proud, hopes they'd see that he took their loss and transformed it, not erased it, don't forgot it, but honored it by living, by choosing love over fear, by standing between danger and innocence, again and again, by being the kind of father, the kind of man, the kind of person who shows up, who protects, who loves without reservation. He arrives home, parks the car, takes a moment, breathes, grateful. Then he goes inside, to his family, to his life, to the future he never thought he'd have. Lily runs to greet him. Dad, you're back. Come on, we're going to be late for the museum. Alexander is right behind her. I made a list of exhibits we have to see. Victoria appears, hands him his jacket, kisses his cheek. Ready? Marcus looks at them, at these 3 people who've become his entire world, who've given him purpose, hope, joy. Yeah, he says, I'm ready. And as they head out together, laughing, planning, being a family, Marcus realizes something profound. He spent years trying to save everyone else, trying to make up for the people he couldn't save, trying to earn forgiveness for failures that weren't his fault. But in the end, the person who needed saving most was himself. And these three people, this broken, beautiful, chosen family, they saved him by seeing him, valuing him, loving him, and that makes every sacrifice, every risk, every moment of pain worth it. In rooms filled with wealth and power, some people are invisible: security guards, janitors, service workers, the people who keep the world running while going unnoticed. But when danger strikes, invisibility becomes clarity, and sometimes the person everyone overlooked becomes the person everyone needs. Marcus Chen stood between a bullet and a child, between a knife and innocence, between danger and hope. He didn't do it for recognition, for money, for reward. He did it because he understood something profound: that every child deserves someone who will stand in front of the danger. Every person deserves to be protected, to be valued, to be seen. And in choosing to protect others, he found what he'd been searching for all along: not redemption for past failures, not absolution for guilt he never earned, but connection, family, love, purpose. Sometimes the people we save end up saving us right back, not with money, not with status, not with power, but with presence, with gratitude, with the simple act of seeing us, really seeing us, and choosing to stay. Black SUVs can be intimidating, but sometimes they're not a threat. Sometimes they're an invitation to a new life, a second chance, a family you never expected, all because you made one choice: to step forward when everyone else stepped back, to stand in front when standing aside was safer, to protect when protection cost everything. That's not heroism, that's humanity, the kind the world needs more of, the kind that changes lives, builds families, creates hope. Marcus Chen was invisible until he chose to be seen. By stepping between danger and a child, by sacrificing his body, his safety, his comfort. And in that sacrifice, he found everything he'd lost, and everything he'd been afraid to hope for. Thank you so much for watching until the end. If you loved this story, check out the other videos on your screen now. I think you'll really enjoy them. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. See you in the next story.